Good evening, my railroaders. This is Robert Sacco here. I am actually doing a small project update on some stuff I've been working on. I have not really been touching the layout. I've been having a bug lately about doing some scratch building and modeling lately instead of doing work on the layout. I did a few small things to that, but not much to really do a video about just yet. But I figured I'll show you my two favorite projects I've been working on lately. And if you model CSX, you understand no one really makes these. One is only brass or Bachmann, the other one is just Bachmann. So here we go. We'll start with the my first one, which would be the road slug. Adjust this a little bit. First one I worked on is my GP35 CSX road slug. I just finished it pretty much today. I have a small couple more things I want to work on. I still gotta find a missing railing for this side over here to find. This started its life. It's an MTH. I'm not a big fan of MTH, but I found this on eBay. It's an MTH GP35. Sparky 10707. It used to be Conrail. The guy had it listed on eBay where it said sounds but won't move. He had to buy it now for $45. So I said, what the hell? I took a chance on it. With shipping, it cost me $60. I got in. All I did was reprogram the locomotive, and it ran just fine. I even ran the train club one night, and it had no issues with it. So I said, right, this is my future road slug project. As you can see, here it is. All the fans were removed. The smokestack was removed. I cut out all the doors on both sides. The grill's been removed except for the two doors on both sides. All that's been removed. The lights and the numberboards have been filed down, removed completely. And the marker lights in front have been filed down, removed. And all I used for this model was a light gray primer for the base color of the locomotive, and I found some sun yellow spray paint that's really close to the CSX color. It's just a tad lighter, so it looks like it's a little faded. And I spray painted the ends. This has been a fun project. I built road slugs in the past. I built a couple GP30s and a couple GP35s. I used different techniques. This is the first one I actually used a technique on using when I cut the doors out completely. As you can see, fill it in with different plastic and using some type of, I used a body filler to fill in the lines and all that, which from work I was able to get pretty cheap. So this one came out really nice. I got it all weathered up. Everything's all in place. I put the correct horn and all the stuff on there. I've still got, like I said, a couple more things. I still got to paint the end railings yellow, and I'm still going to paint the end steps yellow, which I'll do a little bit later. But other than that, that is my road slug project. So the only thing left I gotta do is when I go to the train club tomorrow is put on a programming track, take off the main, take down the redo a couple CVs where it doesn't show. The only thing it sounds going to have on is just the bell, the horn, a couple of things, and it won't have the engine sounds or anything like that, because on the real railroad the engines were removed. So that's that. My second project is, and most of you probably recognize these, the BQs. This is, now if you're familiar with the BQs for HO scale, there's only two manufacturers that make them. Let me back this up a little bit so you can actually see my face. There we go. Sorry. Bachmann, which this is, or brass. Now, if you want to spend $9,000 on a brass unit, there you go. Let's see. Why is that? There we go. So, this is the Bachmann unit, or excuse me, rephrase that. This is just the Bachmann shell, I should say. I do have an Atlas U23B mechanism that I had to modify it. As you can see, I modified a couple boxes and closed in the ends. So it's actually, the shell is held on by that. I did use the Atlas railings. I cut up the holes a little bit, re-drilled the holes a little small, and used the Atlas railings. Now, I was using with this model. This one has the plated windows when I copy offline. The road number is correct to this model. I shaved off all the molded railings, bent my old end railings, put the grab irons on, added a few detailed parts. I made the brake wheel for the front out of an after caboose part. Same thing for the back end. All the molded details removed and added with the added the metal parts. The only thing left I gotta do on these models is put the headlights and the number boards back in, which I have in the box still. I haven't done that just yet. Correct horn. It is DCC equipped, but does not have sound just yet. That's the way I bought the model offline. Now, we'll go back to the slug real quick. And if you remember saying I paid $60 for shipping for this thing, for locomotive. Now with if you had to buy the materials and do it yourself, decals and all that, you're probably looking at roughly about, you say about $100 total to doing this project, getting it painted yourself and all that, compared to a dummy road slug I found online last week for $550. I don't think so. That's half my mortgage payment. I don't think it's going to happen. Now for this project, it's probably about the same amount of money, 100. Well, we'll say 120 actually. The locomotive I got online off the Facebook page for sale. It used to be a chassis, U28B. You got to make sure it has the correct trucks. I picked up the locomotive that was actually DCC equipped. It was like $80. The Bachmann when I bought it was $10. All I did was use a shell. And if you add all the detailed parts if you had to buy it, it's, we'll say 80, 90, yeah, it's probably about $20 materials, maybe 20, let's say $30. But like I said, it's a lot cheaper than buying a brass one, and you can actually, it's your model, it's built by your hands. So these two have been a very awesome project. I'm happy how these came out. I love them. Now my next project, I know I have it around here somewhere, it's up there, is my GP30 road slug. That'll be coming up next. So, but let's call it, figure I'd make this video. Well, I can't part, there we go. Figure I'd make this video, let you know that I haven't really touched the layout, which is nothing to worry about. I've been doing a lot of modeling, a lot of scratch building, and a lot of weathering lately. And I really wanted my road slug, and I finally got one. So my last question to you guys, or my last thing is, if any of you have a Atlas GP40-2, if it's undecorated, awesome. If CSX, that's fine too. I'm looking for an Atlas GP4-2, preferably undecked, because I want to do the Grey Ghost scheme with this one. But if it's CSX YN2, I'll keep that one kind of new and leave this one kind of old. They did that in real life too. So hit me up on this video, or hit me up in the email, rpscsx15@aol.com, and let me know. Or if you know anybody selling one, let me know. And that note, guys, you all have a train-tastic night. Be safe out there, and happy Easter everybody out there, because Easter is this Sunday coming up, and please be careful of the drunks out there. I'll see y'all later. Bye.